they go into your brain to think someone like me will be lying. That the neighbor said, I recorded up until the time past 11 when an ambulance was brought into the compound to fail in Wale to go Mohbad jáde. Ẹjọ́ tẹ́ bá fẹ́ lọ report pé ẹ ti fẹ́ kazu pé fẹ́ lọ gbé òkú yẹn ẹ fẹ́ lọ fi protest. Ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa lọ máa package pẹ̀lú ambulance ni ṣe mọ́tò ló gbé yín débẹ̀. Tí mọ́tò bá gbé yín débẹ̀ ọmọ yín ní mọ́tò. Tí n bá fọ ọmọ mi yẹn rò tí n bá lé ẹ̀sẹ̀ yìí kíní tí mo kí mọ́tò mọ́lẹ̀ pé mo ti fẹ́ lọ fòkú yẹn protest the police station. But packaging into an ambulance tell the fellow about police report. Naturally, you can't get police reports without coming with a doctor's report. If there is no doctor's report, then somebody would have to tell the police, how did it happen? And to give account at court. Then the police will go and now do his own investigation and then write his own. Even if you want to now pay your way, if you want to pay your way, you don't need to go and check anything. Somebody close to even the police will still go.
No, okay, Yomi.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, there was now a move from there to go and bury. And I'm saying that if you want justice for your son, you saw blood, and they told you a nurse injected your son. You did not set your eyes on the nurse. No explanation of what caused the blood. There is no way they would say, even if you saw blood, if you cannot ask anybody, as at that time, you can still ask Adura.
Okay, hold on, Yami. Okay, let me take it from there. Okay, like I'm telling you, it's easy for us to sit here and be doing analysis. We don't know. Let me tell you, all stations settled. Don't need to forget that part. All stations settled. So I'm not supporting that. I'm just trying to see. No, because when you have these powerful people around you telling you to shut up, you better go and bury your son. We've already done what you have to do. You already know if you say a word. We're going to play a fire family. No, they can easily tell him that now. So how is he going to go to the police station and talking there?
Hold on. Lady Ebony, are you with me?
Yeah.
I left my house in Ikorodu. I understand emotion can fly.
This is not emotion, it's
what? Hold on. Listen up. Don't interject me. Maybe you should mute. You did not, you went through a lot of journey, miles. You got into the house of your son. Somebody that probably they are telling you just collapsed 2-3 hours ago. You found him already embalmed. And you saw his bedroom. Series of clothes soaked with blood. And then you asked, if you are told, if you are told a nurse came to inject your son and then he had goosebumps, he started vomiting, and then he collapsed and you rushed him to the hospital and you return him back, but you are seeing blood. It's easy to how does blood connect to injection? And if you now ask, where is the nurse that injected my son? Because I see no reason. If the body is still here and the nurse will say, I am going home. Now, you did not see the nurse. The blood is still there. That has nothing to do with injection. And then you now go to police station. Let's assume the people are powerful. Everybody is an adult. And then you now got to station. Your intention of going to the station that you wanted to go and report that something terrible has been done to my son. They even embalmed him. I am meant to find him on his bed. Did he die in his sleep? What happened? So that there is blood, they must be telling me that somebody from outside came to attack him, or somebody in the house fought with him and then took his life. In this same house, your son, are you telling me you did not even ask your son what happened to your brother? Why is there this blood? And where is the nurse? And then you leave all that. You went to the police station in a house your son is, where you saw blood, where you did not see the nurse, and then you are asking for police reports to go and do what? Is it police report to go and report to police? Because if you go and say these things to police, there is no way you will be shaking. If you are gone to the police station, if you have the emotional balance to be led to police station, even cannot be, if it is Mama Mohbad that is saying, I don't even know what to say, I can understand a woman, they can be very emotional. But for somebody to have decided that I am going to police station, will you now say this, that I found blood, I did not meet the nurse, they said a nurse injected, and police will now say, go, we are not going to attend to you. Make it make sense. And your son is also there. Didn't you point to your son that he was with the brother? Adura, come and tell the police what happened. Why is that I was not there? As at that time, and the moment I see the body language of my other son, like, you don't want to follow me? Do you know what happened to your brother? Because I cannot even believe that you are here. The nurse that injected your brother, when you know I am on the way, I have not even arrived. The nurse had left. I am not here. You were here. Look at blood. Look at story of injection. What happened to your brother? Now, if you as a father, you are now going to police station to go and complain, are you going to go without Adura? And you now get there, police will now ask you what happened. You are now the one person to write, and Adura is not being said, okay, that is his brother B. If Adura's body language is not showing that he's looking for justice for your son too, you will know something is fishy. So in all their story, Baba is going to station to tell them what happened to Mohbad in the house, that he was not there, where Adura was there, and Adura is not with him. Adura, who is an adult, to go and tell the police what happened. REL3ÂSE now, I want them to Samilari Koloso, all stations settle. So it is Samilari that asks Adura not to follow, to go and say, Dad, this is what happened, this is what caused the blood. We can't keep deceiving ourselves. And I said it, I said, no matter what, if the Baba is under duress, or is scared, or is part of, we should understand that if you are looking for justice, you start playing unnecessary sentiment. Is it Samilari that said Adura should not? You can picture what is happening. Adura in the house, Baba is going to police station to report. Who should be the next person to follow him? If I don't see Adura, what will I say there? If I am the father, I say I have the mental strength to say, where is the police station? I don't live around here. They describe to me till I get to the police station. And I'm saying that is not what he went there for. He should accept that I didn't go there to go and report that my son was spied because we have already concluded at home that we should go and bury him. And that is the honest truth. So because it is not an outside job, nobody from outside came to attack Mohbad. They know it's inside. And that is what Baba was told. So when they were going, he might have been angry. I can accept that Kodenu Babaye as at that time. That is for now. That's no. I accept all you said. No problem. I accept all the arrangements. I have accepted to God. Let's go. Let me just take my son. Let me go and bury him. Maybe. I can still accept that. But I am still going to tell you, for whatever it is still pleasant with the kind of fame Timo Badini bury Mohbad in ebony vault should be the next thing. If it has no terrible stuff inside, something diabolical is involved. Because on a good day, how much will it cost? Okay, Belashmuda, give us 3 million. This one, give us. These guys have money. They go in dollars. Even if they call Naramali there, Naramali will drop money and say, okay, REL3ΑSE vote, get a proper casket. Let's go and bury Mohbad because he's a popular star. But unfortunately, all of you fell for that story that they went to police station and they denied them. They said, oh, no, all stations said I should be going. If they say Baba should not speak in that station, do you know how many police stations that there are in Lagos State? Even the Ikorodu that about took the body, all you need to do is lodge your complaint. If you think that they have power in the police station in Lekki, since you are resident in Ikorodu, you can complain in the police station in Ikorodu that they took the life of your son. You suspect it. It will be incidented. But you people keep looking for excuse. Do you know how people grieve? You have decided to go and report to police station. Did you decide for him? For somebody to say, I want to go and report to police station, that means you are mentally stable to say, I want to go and do the right thing.
Sorry, Lady Ebony.
Lady Ebony.
Only Mohbad kan, they were in the same church. Olongon ló ń bá Mohbad get admission sí SH0ÇKING Poly. Pé òun ló ń kọ́ wà ńbẹ̀. When he was about to finish, he got admission for Mohbad in that school. Tí Mohbad fi wà ńbẹ̀. Ó ní so wọ́n jọ máa ń kọrin ní pẹ́. Ẹgbẹ́ akọrin ni wọ́n dẹ̀ jọ máa lọ ń jó. The guy narrated what happened. He said that night, that Tuesday evening, that Tuesday night around 11, somebody called Mohbad's brother or something, called or half brother, called him that has he heard what happened? And he said no. That okay, yeah, that Mohbad is dead. Oh, why? So now say, where is daddy? Where is mommy? They said daddy has gone to Lekki to see. So he said immediately he went to the Tuesday night that they called Baba. That Baba said he went there.
Tuesday night.
That Baba said he went there. Yes. He was narrating an event that he was now speaking with Baba on phone that Baba Alpha. Baba said he was almost there. So when they got there, he said he was calling. Baba said, okay, they've gotten there. So later, after some time, he was calling him again. Baba was not picking. He said he was calling severally. He now called the guy. The guy now said, some people called Baba on phone right now when Baba was asking questions. And they told Baba that that boy must be buried that night and he must take that boy away from there. That they threatened Baba. I'm still looking for that interview. He's a young guy. He said they are in the same church. That is the one that got admission for Mohbad in SH0ČKING. So the guy said it that night in Mohbad's Baba got a threatening that boy must be buried that night. That they sent 2 million, that should go and use that 2 million to get a burial for him that night. And that's why immediately Baba called for ambulance, that they should organize for ambulance and the rest. So he said it was his brother that told him that's what happened, because he was trying to call them. Then later Baba explained to him that boy, he didn't know those people that called, that just got a call that boy must be buried that night. So those are the things. But Baba will not come out and say, oh, these are the people that called him. Although he might not know them, but I'm very sure.
If truly Wunmi told Baba, Eloro Kuyen, that means she knows who are responsible.
Exactly.
Thank you, madam. That's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly, the lady has already clarified that. But as of today, I can tell you that everybody in the family knows what happened. And if that family doesn't come out to say what happened, then I don't know the way forward. But because they do know what happened, every one of them, including even Wunmi, even including all Wunmi's family, all of them know what happened. You know, now it's just getting the person that is going to come out and tell us. And they're going to tell us that we need to do 2 things. Look for the CCTV and look for that 3 seconds video. And that's what we need to push. The government, the police, they need to do their job in this now. That's
because that neighbor with the CCTV, the way he acted up, the way he changed his tone, and that neighbor, the only persons, or let me say persons, that have a close stuff, somewhere exact place, like I told you, I shared with the police in Panti. Nothing really was happening then until I shared with Mr. Famuyiwa, Baba Mohbad's brother. And it was this same Baba Mohbad's brother who came online, whether he was lying or saying the truth, who lied to me that give us the person's name and number. They did everything to collect the name and number. I said, go there. Go and extract it yourself. I don't have it. Now, he came out to say that, yes, you gave us the address. You gave us the place. He came out to say I was lying. That the address was ABCD. That same way, this same bookie Jesse, will not only defend Mr. Famuyiwa. That is now coming to change at all now. And Mr. Famuyiwa was saying, I gave them the wrong address of Mohbad. Meanwhile, they have short memory. Very first time I was going to Mohbad Street, Mr. Famuyiwa is not address again. So how come I want to now return just a house number of Mohbad Street, the money of any fake address, as if you don't know Mohbad Street's not name? All I just need to give you is the number, whether it is 2 houses on the left or 2 houses on the right. Coco Benibe, I have said it openly. The house in question is in close proximity to Mohbad's house, and there is CCTV in front of that house. How he came on a popular show, when the first thing that is the landmark, immediately that is full, Mr. Famuyiwa addressed the street in Mohbad because Omowani. Ibita then saw it. Even a layman knows that if you stand in front of Mohbad's house, all you need to do is look in front of other houses. kò sí houses like that pé okay èwo ni camera àwọn wájú lé wọn tẹ́ bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ èwo ni next one tí camera ẹ̀ wà tẹ́ máa wọ̀ okay even whatever the case may be this is be the house your family is talking about and this man who is the power of attorney of Baba Mohbad lied against me, defamed me, and some terrible sick people concluded that I am not straightforward. Nobody's paid me for what I am doing. Normally, if I am playing the role of an activist and a private investigator, on a normal day, if I want to about to engage you, she could maybe 100 million. Mr. Yomi, this is 100 million for you, but every of the operational job activities will pay for it. Be asking us, will be paying. There is nothing like that. I am just trying to help. And the man could come out and say to all of you, Mr. Yomi, Sakama again, he gave us the wrong address. How can I give you the wrong address? Yes, please. How can I give you the wrong address that you are the one that gave me the street name and number? But they don't think before they talk. And because as at that time, Olorebi will never allow me to express myself. They thought I have brought myself so low, so cheap. Maybe and it's only family because it's uncommon. Nigerian society would never appreciate a celebrity coming to do this kind of task, a public service. And it's to explain a whole lot about how many homes and parents are raising their children to be getting involved in civic social responsibility and services. Public service, voluntary public service is crucial in raising your child. Communal benefit. Now, at the end of the day, Mr. Famuyiwai, I sent, it was one Biodun Lawa that gave me one man. I don't even know the guy. He was the one that was sent to go and interface with Mohbad's neighbor.
Now,
hold on. Nígbà tí mo fún Mr. Famuyiwai ní information yẹn, tó bá jẹ́ pé Baba Mohbad ń wá justice. Even if the lawyer says they want to go, kò sí kan tó cost Baba Mohbad láti lọ sí pé ẹgbẹ́ lọ bá neighbor Mohbad fúnra mi. He knows that my son is his neighbor, was his neighbor. Let me go and beg him myself. Hey, please help me. I need evidence. Evidence in any booking yẹn ṣe wá sọ lẹ́ni. Ipe lè rí anything mú jáde ní corona without evidence. And it's because I realized the investigation of the police that it lacks circumstantial evidence and even direct evidence. Corona witnesses in Bombay, all they need to do is to change their stories, and then the corona judge will tell you, I cannot draw conclusion. All the credible eyewitness, all of them are saying different things. How will I know who is speaking the truth or who is speaking lies? Because no evidence before me. For this, I am throwing this case out, and he will give that another conclusion or name, whether uncertain, inconclusive, or odegbe. Because credible eyewitnesses are saying different things. And Baba's testimony cannot be relied upon because he saw nothing. This thing is being set up to silence the public. That's the way government will do sometimes. Like, the only way we can act like we are doing something is let's look for something that has a good name. Oh yeah, and they put it up. They say corona inquest. Everybody now believe corona inquest, thinking it is the conventional corona inquest. Meanwhile, they are only hiding behind the huge task of corona inquest, thinking that when the public hear inquest, they will be need the inquest in there. What we need is police to do their job. It is just for police to do their job, because look at all the eyewitnesses. They would have drilled them, do phone forensic, get into their phone calls and get the truth out, and check with the neighbor's testimony, and they would have seen the CCTV. They would have extracted it. Even at the estate here, is that we don't need corona inquest. We would have seen the cause of death with our eyes. If we see how Mohbad was spied in the video, what do we need corona inquest to tell us the cause of death again? You now left what we tell you, physical one. You want to go for medical. Now you have done the medical. They've told you samples taken were not this, were not that. Video that has been recorded is recorded. Radio, sino photo. So that is what we are pursuing, Buki Jesse, that you were destroying. And now that they even sent something similar to you, you did not even do anything because you can't do anything because you're only waiting for talking. You said you sent to Baba and you don't have the lawyer stuff, and that is where it ended. Now ask yourself, if you have this kind of credible information, the only thing you could do is to send to people that they will act on it. You are now condemning somebody that is acting directly. Search your conscience. Sheikh Mohbad ma ṣe àdúrà fún ẹ pẹ̀lú ohun tó ṣe yẹn. Tó bá wo ohun tó ṣe yẹn pẹ̀lú gbogbo Ọlọ́run ní pé mi ni mo wá sínú justice kí ló ṣe? Because everything is to destroy other pathway and see how to encourage anyone that will not even move. Even when you claim Mr. Famuyiwa told you is the same thing that will be coming from Corona Inquest, you kept it to yourself. And you were attacking us for echoing the same sentiment. When you should have agreed, okay, yeah, if you're saying that, let's support this guy. Because we are not in any way a competitor. I am not regretting the fact that I'm standing by the masses and the public in this. Because before Mohbad, look at, that's why I put my company, my NGO stuff, 2018. So ask yourself, why should an actor set up an NGO since 2018? And I've been using it for different advocacy. During the EndSARS, it was my NGO. Long banner, Terry. Justice for Isiaq Jimo. Go and check the video back. Justice for Isiaq Jimo. It was my NGO. Go to my page. The first 2-3 days of justice for Mohbad. And we have to continue in assembly. And that was when we began to sleep on the floor of the Lagos State House of Assembly. And we sustained it for 10 good days after that. No shower. I did not shower for 10 days. I was sleeping on the floor of Lagos State House of Assembly and Lekki Toll Gate. It was because my heart is pure. Every time they come to attack us, machete us, even in my front, they will be macheting people. They won't get to me. My vehicle, my Jeep, I'm not having block express. Moto mi ni ma fi play orin láti alẹ́ 11 or 5:30 a.m. When they are sweeping the floor, they will be sweeping on while we are sleeping on the floor. Oh, and then we'll start standing up. I brush my teeth in front of that assembly. Go back and ask those that know. So this is not the first time Break the Silence Foundation was joining advocacy. Go and look at the banner that we used to do Baba Chisha's case. The first thing we achieved was his right to bail. When Princess and Yabo Joe went to come for Balbo, Toba Fumbeli, I said, not on your life. I protested in that panty. I don't need crowd. I protested in that panty. The second day they gave him bail. At the end of the day, he was given bail 1 year and 2 months. Love case here. He was coming from home. That is what human rights is all about. It's not just saying, oh, whether the person is guilty or not. And at the end of the day, they wanted to send him to life imprisonment. I know he was a victim of organized crime. Oh, Baba Jesha offended some people and they wanted to treat his fuck up. Oh, no man, how to share Lati Lu, not in no share. Anyone about what need to share, no matter about to party again. Anyone born about to party again, the party. Because they lack shame, because we are terrible people as Yoruba people. And they set him up with an adult and they changed the age. And I stood my brother and to have an life imprisonment. And one better. And you shame you. At the end of the day, they put him 6 count charges. With one, oh, mute your mic.
Mr. Yomi.
Okay. Let me finish this one. It's very important. Because this bookie was condemning. You are condemning this one, and you are also condemning my previous effort. That's not activism. That is not honesty. Accuse Baba Gishapo ọmọ ekere sùn ọmọ 7 years sùn ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ tí princess yẹn pa ẹ̀rọ jọ. It took an angel because we know that he never did it. They set him up with flirting and they changed it to pedophiling. No problem. He entered your trap. Prove what you are saying. At the end of the day, out of his 6 count charges, one of them carries life imprisonment. The other one is going for what? 16 years. Now, out of his 6 count charges, at the trial court, we're able to get 2 out of it. We went to appeal. After he was sentenced, 2 out of it again. Now left with 2. But you sit there and you give wrong information about our advocacy. Many other cases. When Toya Aimaku had problem with Chinwebe, I was about the only one that stood by her. She ran to America. She abandoned her matter. Eminikonomo faced the government at Olopa to ensure that his career was restored. Sheung came back. He was arrested. He had to do a video. Say, okay, everybody should support Toyin. I'm not going to stop her. I'm not going to attack anybody again. Then she returned back to Nigeria. Now she's enjoying her career, doing millions in cinema. I can tell you for free, you know, the artist Mary to draw Toyin back to the problem. For that 3 years, she had problem. If you go and check, this is going to be the same set of people that want to bring me down. But it is my own calling. I can remember threatening me. At a point, Abel is something to marry back. Sir, this lady is vulnerable. She needs help. It's not because of money or anything. I've moved on. Who is next to help? That is my life. How many people went to the hospital to go and check the mother? Yaba knew I don't need her to escort me to go and see the mother. I went there myself. Whatever he says about me, shall record where. I had the month evidence that already. So I don't have to be joining cases with those ones. I can't join issues with those ones. So
I wanted to buttress what you were saying. Regarding, so I want you to think about something. So she played a voice note today, right? About somebody that said something, right? If she really wanted to use that to fight this case, isn't it even risky that she put that person, if he's a real person, right? If he's a real person that is actually going to help us with this this movement, why would you put such person on a national audio and everybody can hear? So that's how you know that they're not really looking for justice. Those people, I don't know what they're looking for, but one thing I know.
He wants to redeem her image. It is natural. So
because you're risking somebody's life. You know, somebody's life.
She is the one trying to cross what we are doing so that all attention will be on her. And that was why she was reckless with her association with that side. Because she's not a justice fighter. She got to a stage that she became biased, selective, and sentimental at the detriment of the young boy in the morgue. And it will come as consequence later. Because to become a justice fighter, you must have a strong background You must have a proper tutelage such that you will know when to draw the line and say, no, my personal aggrandizement or sentiment must not be thrown in the way of justice. But that is what she's doing. Afemi, in your core. Oh no. Oh, le bota no share anything. O wa fi ngwe anything. On risk life e to lo. O wa cross on it on let me use my platform to do it. Kí ló fún assurance pé gbogbo nǹkan tó bá fara platform yẹn kójọ kò ṣẹjọ́ ló wá fi padà ṣe gbẹ̀yìn. Because tó bá ti fi ṣerú kà tó tó yìí fẹ́ni tí ò rí tó wà ní mortuary tó rò pé ó ń ṣe ẹni tó help ẹ̀ ara ẹ̀ ló ń ṣe. Because tí àlọ́ bá lọ tábọ̀ bá padà dé mo ló fẹ́ fojú sí kò ní ṣe sọ sí. If gbogbo wọn tó ṣe yẹn ọmọ tiẹ̀ náà wá padà wá kó ẹ sádọ̀wọ̀ burúkú, then you will be able to have a clear picture pé mo dẹ̀ fi lára ìgbónára mo dẹ̀ fi bà nǹkan jẹ́ kí ló stop wa láti ṣe papọ̀ kí ló stop you relax and humble yourself Mr. Ayomi orí nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ ṣe mẹ́rin ẹ má sọ pé mi but kí lẹ́nu pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́.